In Iran, thousands attended the funeral for Hamas's now former political leader, Ismail Haniyeh. This was the scene at Tehran University. The Ayatollah Khomeini prayed over Haniyeh's coffin while Iran's new president, Masoud Pezeshkian, stood next to him. The New York Times is now reporting, according to 7 Middle Eastern officials, including 2 Iranians and American official as well, Haniyeh was initially thought to have been killed by an airstrike, but he was actually killed by a bomb detonated inside a guest house that he was staying at. Now, according to the Times and their sources, the bomb was hidden inside the guest house approximately 2 months before Haniyeh's visit. Following the elimination of the Hamas leader, Iran's Ayatollah issued an order for Iran to strike Israel directly in retaliation. Joining us now is former acting director of national intelligence and former U.S. ambassador to Germany and senior security analyst, Ric Grenell. Great to see you, Ambassador.
Hey, John. Thanks for having me.
Well, it looks like Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made a decision after his recent visit to the United States and his meeting with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and that's basically that Israel is on its own. And so now they've started this new phase of their campaign against Hamas, against Hezbollah, we can assume, and Iran for that matter.
Well, let's hope that that's not true, but it looks like we're certainly dismissing the Israeli security issue, and that's what causes me concern. I know it causes a lot of other Americans a great concern. We need to be able to stand by our allies in these moments. So let's remember we've got Americans who are still being held hostage. This is more than 300 days now that we have seen a terrorist organization go in, commit the most heinous terrorist act, grab innocent individuals, including Americans, and has been holding them hostage for 300 days. I don't understand why this is not a total priority. And yet I've been traveling, John, through Michigan, meeting with lots of different Arab American groups. I just met with a large Pakistani American group, and I hear over and over that they believe that Donald Trump gave them peace, and that the ticket of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris created multiple wars, one in Europe, one in the Middle East. So I think it's, in terms of politics and morality, it is a very stark contrast between the two camps.
I mean, what you hear often is that Israel now is fighting a 7-front war, but it does seem like every day, Ambassador, that the war against Hamas, the war against Hezbollah, and the overall war against Iran, and the Houthis too, for that matter, it's all merging into one conflict.
Well, it's all merging into one conflict because they hate Israel and they're out to get Israel, and all of their funding. You ask yourself, why are Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis suddenly able to launch these wars and to have these attacks on Israel? And the answer is money. They were able to get money from Iran, who is their ATM, because Joe Biden decided, with Kamala Harris's help, remember, she always says that she's the last one who leaves the Oval Office on all these big decisions, and they decided to try to bring Iran into the fold of the international community. And so they got rid of the sanctions on Iran. They, through sanctions relief, cash and credit, have given the Iranians $250, $300 billion. And it's really outrageous when you see all of the money that's going to this Islamic regime. They turn around and fund all of these terrorists who are out to get Israel. It's that simple.